Number 44, Ryan Hawkins. We'll start with a statement from Coach and then questions for either gentleman.
Well, it goes without saying, I'm just incredibly proud of this team for all the new pieces we have to come in to this environment. They jump on us 5-1, and then I think they score 5 points over the next almost 20 possessions. Defensively, we really settled in then, and then to Nebraska's credit, Fred made a good lineup change, put all those shooters out there, and they made some shots. Some of them were tough shots, and that's great for us. I mean, would I have rather just blown it away and won big? Would have been easier for my heart probably. But in terms of our growth of our team, to be able to withstand, there's no better crowd in college basketball when they get into it than they were here tonight. And, for us to be able to kind of gather ourselves on both ends of the floor and do what we did is, it's a good win for us.
How does your point guard play help your heart?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything, It was good to have Sharif Mitchell back. He gives us another defender, another ball handler. And obviously he's got some experience, but Ryan's a special player. He controls the tempo of the game for us. Defensively does a solid job, and he distributes as well. But he's hard on himself in those turnovers, and that's something that he'll get better at as he gets older. But he's going to make me a pretty good coach.
What kind of poise does Ryan have being able to do this on the road in his first college game on the road?
Well, he had 22 points and 5 rebounds and 5 assists. It's pretty good poise. He has to guard a good player. Verge is in every ball screen, and then Webster came in, and he's chasing him off screen. So he's got to exert energy on the defensive end. It's not like we hide him down there and save him for offense. He's got to play both ends of the floor, and he does it extremely well.
Hawk, when you were missing shots early, did all the activity in terms of rebounding and just hustle plays help you stay engaged?
I think it's just one thing that you can control, whether or not shots are going to go in, but you can still do your job defensively. You can still do your job on the boards. Just because shots don't fall doesn't mean you can stop doing your other responsibilities, unless coach takes you out of the game.
Still though, Hawk, man, a couple of those early ones, man, I think they touched every part of the rim. What were you thinking after?
Those are the frustrating ones. If I'm going to miss, I don't even want it to be close. But no, stuck with it. Kept getting great looks, and to our guards' credits, they did a great job of getting in the lane and spraying it. So I just got to do my job and make them.
What did you notice about your team in particular, especially in the second half, just when the crowd got into it, when you could feel the game, maybe momentum starting to change and their ability to?
Yeah, it was the game was in the balance without question till the last minute or two, and they went small, so we went small, and in some ways that allows us to spread them out a little bit more. We can throw it to somebody in the block and try to draw that double team and make an extra pass, and Hawk hit a couple big threes out of that type of action, and it's a lineup that we've practiced a little bit, that we want to use a little bit more as time goes on. We were a little handcuffed tonight because of Art's foul trouble, but he'll be fresh on Friday.
The shot making speaks for itself. We can look at that and find out how big those were. But in terms of the plays Hawk was making, how much did that serve to kind of stem the tide when Nebraska was making a run at you, especially in the second half?
When he finally went to the offensive glass, a lot of good things happened, and we had to talk about that in one of the timeouts. But he's a gritty player, and I've said before I'd take him on the team for the rest of my life and be thrilled with it. He's very complete, and he is a next level leader. I haven't had the opportunity to coach many of those, but he's one. He's able to correct his teammates, but do it in a non-demeaning way with a lot of positivity, and that's what young players need. And I couldn't have imagined adding a better fit to what we're doing than having Ryan on our team right now.
It's the first time that you guys have experienced this rivalry on the road. Every guy on the team, and also a road environment like this, how much of an impact does that have on the court?
I think early it kind of had that, we were down 5-1, and that's when we kind of came together as a team. We looked inwards at what we do consistently every day, and once we settled down and played, the environment was awesome to play in. It got loud in the second half there towards the end of the first half, and it was a fun environment to be in, but at the end of the day, we still communicated on defense, even in the loud environment, and did our job.
What was the key to keeping them off the free throw line after they shot 67 free throws the first 2 games tonight, only shot 9?
Be in your spot defensively. You don't have to foul if you're in the right spot. Other than that, I thought our bigs did a great job of helping us guards when we did run them off the three-point line. They were doing a great job of stepping up and making them give the ball up, and we guarded it pretty well.
Yeah, Mac, Ryan Kalkbrenner seemed to affect a lot of shots inside tonight, just playing off of the Hawks talking about there in terms of helping out the guards when the ball did get downhill.
Yeah, I mean, he does more than what shows up in the stat sheet. I don't know. I guess they credited him with 3 blocks, but I'm guessing he had twice as many that he changed, whether it was a guard coming in there trying to score over top of him or a big. So he's a heck of a weapon for us back there. And when Nebraska got guys that can really shoot it, you can't let Bryce McCowan stand on the three-point line. You got to run him off. And when he gets in that lane, is he gonna find any resistance? And with Ryan and Key, they do a pretty good job of walling up and making those baskets at the rim tough.
3 more.
Greg, in the lead up to this game, you kind of mentioned on Saturday that you weren't going to build it up too big with a team that hadn't experienced a rivalry before, especially playing on the road. But what did you tell them about what to expect or how to handle themselves in it?
Not much. We talked a little bit about the history, and the teams that have come here and won, and how important it is to our fans. But you can't try to prepare and describe a team. What am I supposed to do? Pump loud music into the practice facility for 3 days straight so nobody can hear what I say? I mean, that doesn't do any good. You prepare and you have a job to do, and you come and you execute your job, and you hope it's good enough. And tonight, fortunately, it was.
What does it say about Nemhard's maturity that he can come into a hostile environment and control the game the way he did?
Oh, it was just natural for him, the way he controlled the tempo of the game. There towards the end of the game when we had a lead, he was doing a great job of getting it across in 10 seconds and then, standing up there dribbling it, holding the ball for a little bit so we can get into late shot clock action. And even once we got into that late action, it wasn't just settling for an average shot. We were still finding a way to get a great shot. And I think it speaks tremendous volumes about his poise and his leadership that he has already as a freshman.
Trey Alexander, 8 rebounds, no turnovers in 27 minutes off the bench, especially with Arthur and foul trouble. How big was that protection?
Yeah, I mean, we had to have guys step up because, Art got 2 right away, and when we had that lead, I really wasn't going to risk him. And they cut into it so fast, like I didn't really have a chance. And at that point, with all the momentum on their side, the last thing I wanted was a 3rd foul in the first half. And then, of course, he picks up the 2nd one right away. But Trey's steady. When he's on one of those shooters, he got switched on to Bryce. He did a good job of keeping him in front. And, for a freshman to go grab 8 rebounds and not turn the basketball over in this environment, I think it speaks to, his maturity level for a young player.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.